On this episode, we break down the 149th running of the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs, including the improbable down-to-the-wire finish and victory by the young thoroughbred Mage. We also dive into the controversy that has left a black eye on horse racing's marquee event, with a total of 7 horses being euthanized leading up to the Kentucky Derby's race day. But first, so John, what were your thoughts on the 149th running of the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs? Did you see all these horses that got hurt?
Well, all I know is that the glue factories around the country are doing pretty good right now. So
it was like 7 horses got hurt or euthanized in 10 days leading up to the Kentucky Derby, which is crazy.
Yeah, when I first read the headlines, I was kind of confused about it because it kind of reads like they're just murdering horses out there. But I realize that what happens is when they're racing and they have an injury, a lot of times it's just easiest to euthanize the horses or best for them.
Right. Well, you know, PETA, they're very upset about this. So they've already released statements, but it's crazy. I mean, I guess these horses, they're just built for speed. They're so strong. But there's literally been horses, examples of like having heart attacks because they're just pushed to the limit, you know, racing out there.
Yeah, I've seen that in the past few years, there's been a whole lot of changes made that have reduced the deaths a lot. But I guess at this point in time, there's no real sensational headlines going on right now. So
yeah,
like that.
Well, did you see one trainer? He actually got suspended before the race because he had 2 horses die in 1 week leading up to the Kentucky Derby.
I did see that. Yeah. And last I saw it was still under investigation. So
yeah. Well, I know just 2 years ago, so this was the 149th running the Kentucky Derby. At the 147th, the winner, he actually got his win recalled a month later because he failed a drug test for steroids.
He was on the
so they're definitely like pumping these horses up with steroids to get them strong, to push them to the limits.
So what's the real follow up on the race?
Well, we got video here. I want to show it. So let's jump into that.
2 fills, turns for home in front by 2. Mage is coming down the center. Hit Show is there. Kingsbarns gives way. Angel of Empire with powerful strides down the center of the track, but there's 1 furlong to go. 2 fills fights on, but Mage has taken the lead. Angel of Empires are rallying third. Time is running out to catch Mage. Mage digs down deep, urged onto the wire, to win the Derby.
Yeah, so that was a crazy finish though by Maze. He had 15-1 odds, and he was at the back of the pack for most of the race, and came out of nowhere to win this race. So they really we're not counting on him at all to win this race.
I always like an underdog coming back and winning.
Yeah, but I mean, we should have known that he was going to win because I saw that on April 1st he won the Florida Derby, or he got second in the Florida Derby. And so, they were counting him out. They really liked the others, but 15-1 odds, that's a pretty good return on investment. That's over $32 if you win just for a $2 bet. So
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Try to stay away from the racetrack because.
Well, you gotta love the pageantry, the Kentucky Derby. I mean, everybody dresses up. You got the big hats. All the celebrities are there. I saw Aaron Rodgers was there. Randall Cobb, his favorite target.
Oh, right.
So. Yeah,
it sounds kind of like the Masters in a way, maybe fancier. Definitely
right.
I don't want to put myself at, but I'm glad people enjoy it.
Right, it's just like the majors of golf. If you're only going to watch one tournament a year, you better watch the Masters at least.
Yeah. Well, so while we're talking about horses, one thing I did see on the internet, the statistic is supposedly 2 million to 5 million died during World War II. I don't know how.
Wow.
Yeah, between 2 and 5 million.
Wow, just fighting in the war, the horses?
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, maybe we need to do more investigation on that later.
I still don't understand. So, like, taking down these horses, like, they injure an ankle and you just, like, euthanize them. But it just seems that there's got to be, they could recover to some degree and just be like a pasture horse or something. I know they're no good for horse racing, but it just seems kind of extreme. Just like put them down, hurt ankle.
Well,
Don't you think?
well, the owners and trainers, as horrible as it sounds, they're really emotionally invested in these animals. I mean, it's
Right.
pet. It's like a pet plus a race car that they put a time and effort in. So I think what they're doing is likely the best, and there's been a lot of thought put into it that it is the best way to handle the situation, but it just doesn't sound like a great situation.
Yeah, 7 horses in 10 days. That's a crazy number. They say that's extraordinarily high, and I saw like as soon as the Kentucky Derby released the stats on the closing of the Kentucky Derby, they instantly had to put a statement out about the 2 horses that were recently put down leading up to the race on Saturday.
Well, so how do we think this all wraps?
I don't know. I think they're definitely going to have to do some studies into how to protect these animals further. So I think there's going to be some new requirements and standards set forth for horse racing going forward.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping for Mays, good luck, winning the Triple Crown. So maybe he'll take the Preakness coming up. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's always fun to pull for that.
Yeah. Hey man, well this has been fun. Definitely, you guys check us out. We got a Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We're out there. Come follow us. Give us a like and subscribe.
See y'all.
All right. See you next time. Thank you.